Everyone in the hospital room was throwing the blame for Celia's accident on Chase. He clenched his fists and shouted, "Enough! No matter what you may think of me, Celia is my wife, and our relationship is not yours to be meddled with. I will not leave unless she gives the word herself." Patricia looked like she was about to say something in reply when Chad walked into the room with a bouquet of flowers. Both Chad and Chase were equally surprised to see each other. Chad was the first to speak. "You have some nerve to come here. It's your fault that Celia was hurt." He gestured around the room. "No one wants you here." Patricia turned to Chase and with venom in her voice said,
"Chad will take care of her now."
Chase did his best to maintain his composure, though inside he was being torn apart by fury. Fury at Chad for having the audacity to take his place, and at Celia's family for thinking he would leave his family so easily. "No need," he replied. "I will take care of my own wife. You're not welcome here." Patricia scolded him as Chad looked on, victorious.
"How can you say that? We invited him here. It is you who isn't welcome."
The room was filled with tension. Chase's life was crumbling around him and no one in his wife's family would speak up for him. Chad was worried about Celia but feeling rather pleased with himself. He was one step closer to winning her affection. The whole Sampson family was seething at Chase's presence, blaming him for Celia's condition. Suddenly, Celia woke up. She gave a slight cough and looked around in a panic. Her mother ran to her bedside.
"Leah, honey, how do you feel?"
Barely waiting for her to whisper her reply, Patricia started in on Chase.
"Look at what he's done to you."
Now it was Chase's turn to rush to his wife's bedside. He grabbed her hand and kissed it. "I'm so sorry, Leah." Celia's face was pale as a sheet as she looked at the people around her. Finally, she comforted them. "I'm okay," she whispered. She gave everyone a slight smile of reassurance. Patricia was about to bring up the matter of her divorce, but Celia spoke first. "I'd like to speak to Chase. Alone." The Sampson family was stunned. Celia wanted to speak with Chase? Why? Jean sighed and said, "That's fine, but Chase, I expect you to share with Celia what we've been discussing." With that, the Sampson family and Chad stepped out of the room. After everyone had left, Celia patted the bed and motioned for Chase to come sit beside her. "I'm sorry, Chase. My mom and dad has always been this way. They do it out of love for me. Please don't be angry." He sat beside her and pulled her hand to his chest, comforting her. "My love, no matter what your parents say, I can never hold it against you. While I may not agree with them, I know they want the best for you." Suddenly tears began to fall from her eyes. "Leah, baby girl, what's wrong?" he asked, wiping the tears from her cheeks. At Chase's touch, Celia seemed to lose control and she began to sob. Through the sobs, she managed to cry. "Chase, I want a divorce." He froze. Had he heard her correctly? He just stared at her quizzically. She repeated herself. "I want a divorce." The realization of Celia's choice brought him to his knees. He clutched at his head and began to rock back and forth. She sat up in bed, bracing against the pain, and shuffled herself to his side. "I'm so sorry, Chase," she said. "My family is right. I tried to ignore them for so long. I've ignored friends from work who called you, and a good for nothing. I defended you. I always love you, and I always will, but I can't live like this. Every time you promise me that tomorrow will be different, It never is. Celia could barely get her words out through the gasps and cries. She had fought for this marriage for so long. But the pressure of caring for her family, of caring for Chase, of caring for Dottie, had become too much. When they were young, he had promised her a good future. A picture of happiness. The two of them with Dottie, laughing and playing. They didn't need to be rich, but they wouldn't have to worry about rent or food or medical bills. But that wasn't the future that they got. It was more than she bargained for. Her future had turned into humiliation after humiliation. Having to lower herself at work just to make ends barely meet at home, while Chase sunk further and further into himself. He didn't show up to work, barely smiled. And now, earlier today, like a crazy person, he had pointed to the city grill into the parking lot and told her, in all seriousness, that he owned them. She couldn't care for him anymore. He needed professional help. But what she hated most wasn't Chase. It was that he didn't seem interested in fighting for their future. He was so far away that he couldn't even see it. He clutched onto her hand. Leah, please, baby girl, I promise things will get better. This is it, please, give me another chance. Let me show you who I really am. Enough. Celia pulled her hand away. I've heard this same apology countless times now. I'm done waiting for tomorrow to be better. It never is. I can't wait anymore. Celia, he said, I will prove to you that I, Chase Rothman, am not the man you think I am. He reached for her, but she pulled back. She pushed him away, screaming, Get out, Chase. We're done. I never want to see you again.
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.